Born in Detroit and raised in Florida, Jerry Riopelle knew at an early age that music was going to be the focus of his life.
My mom said that I always, you know, if there was a microphone, I jumped up and I wanted to grab it and make noise, you know.
In 1961, the young Riopelle and a friend left for Hollywood to try and get his first record, Cutest Girl on Bandstand, released there.
Fabian was really big, Frankie Avalon was really big. I was 18 years old, and I thought, well, I want to be one of those guys.
Once in L.A., Riopelle began his professional musical career by learning the ropes of independent record production.
Bob Marcucci was the manager of Fabian and Frankie Avalon, and I found through Stars Homes, maps to the Stars Homes, I found out where Bob Marcucci lived, and I went to his house and I just snuck into the backyard, and there was Fabian standing there by the pool. And I just walked up to him and I said, I've got this song that I need to show Bob Marcucci. And he said, well, he's right in there.
Upon hearing a single that Jerry had written and produced, Phil Spector hired him.
He played a Clyde E. King record called The Thrill Is Gone that I produced and wrote. And Phil went, well, I want to sign this guy up.
Jerry soon produced a top 20 hit, Home of the Brave by Bonnie of the Treasures, 2 hit singles for April Stevens and Nino Tempo, and he wrote and performed with the Sunshine Pop Band, The Parade.
And I wrote this song with Murray mainly, but it's called Sunshine Girl. And it was like Simon and Garfunkel meets the Beach Boys. It was a West Coast sound.
This work landed Riopelle a job as staff producer at A&M Records and a writer slot at Irving Music. During this time, he wrote and produced for the Wee Five, Brewer and Shipley, and Shango. His songs were covered by Herb Alpert, Leon Russell, and later Kenny Loggins, Rita Coolidge, and Meatloaf. In 1971, Riopelle released his first self-titled album for Capitol Records.
My very first performance ever under my own name was going to be at the Santa Monica Civic, opening for the Kinks. Well, I was scared out of my mind, but really thrilled.
The staff of KDKB Radio quickly caught on to his songs and talent, and in 1974 he performed as the support act for Dr. John at the Celebrity Theater on New Year's Eve. That, coupled with the constant heavy radio airplay of his hits including Walkin' on Water, Blues on My Table, Red Ball Texas Flyer, and Naomi's Song, ensured that would be the last time that Riopelle would open for anyone again on New Year's Eve.
Then I played Balcony Hall as a headliner, and Tom Waits was my opening act.
After living in L.A. and then Kona, Hawaii, Riopelle has called Scottsdale home for the past 5 years while developing and marketing his Human Beams music system.
For quite a while now, I've thought of the Human Beams project as that's my last great project. You know, this is a huge thing, and I've been at it for years, and it's as intense as making an album. But an album usually lasts 6 months. I mean, you live it night and day, night and day. That's what you do. You know, that's what I do to make an album. And this is like that, only it's gone on much longer, and it's still what I think of first thing in the morning, and it's still the last thing I think of at night.